Once upon a time, there was a little boy called Howard who loved writing stories.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, wubba-dubba-doo. Worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world. He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the worst writer in the world with me, Rufus, and
Howard and Gorbilla. Yeah, no, not this week, Gorbilla. You can go.
we've been getting letters about how unpopular you are.
Oh, people, Gorbilla. Gonna go comfort eat bananas now.
Thank you to the British Comedy Guide for hosting us, to our lovely patrons on Patreon for patronising us, and to you for listening to us with your ears.
Oh, you great big lovely ears.
Let's find out what's been happening in the plot of Stars. Howard, over to you.
Well, last week on The Stars by Howard Long, Malcolm, a.k.a. Sly, was learning all about magic from Johann P. Nazi Spellbinder. Even though he said he can't teach you how to do magic, he then went on.
You can't teach people.
Yeah, but then went on to give him some very explicit rules, and it's really, really complicated, and you can die.
Is that because if you accidentally say "hungry lion eating me" in your rhyme,
yeah,
one might appear?
Yeah. Don't say anything dangerous. Don't say fork. Don't say gun. Don't mention anything that potentially dangerous, which is everything, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of feathers. Oh no, I'm drowning in a lot of feathers.
A million feathers. Oh no.
Yeah. Well, that took up most of the episode. Then they had some breakfast.
And what are they actually doing? What are the stars actually? What's the basic plot of this story? What's their purpose?
Well, there's a tower somewhere over the oh my god, let's not go there, we're all going to die mountains or something like that.
Yeah.
And in that tower, there's a load of evil people chanting.
Evil people.
And when the chant reaches its climax, a big portal will open and a load of jelly monsters are going to come out and engulf the world. We don't want jelly monsters. So they've got to go and interrupt it somehow. Okay. And they just reached a marsh and they had to float over it.
Okay. So are they currently floating?
I think so.
Okay, well, let's get back to the story and find out what's going on with those people. Anyway, we hear the tick of a clock as time passes. Mm-hmm. Next scene, hilly regions.
Okay. Oh,
I don't know if that's a new character
away.
Or if that's where they are now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, so it's a
hello, my
buxom
name's
lady.
Hilly Regions.
Oh, sir, I'm Hilly Regions. No, that's my one. No, that's my voice.
That's her nickname, though. Her real name's Timpkins, but they like to call her Hilly Regions. Yeah. But she gets really offended by that. She's like, I'm the only female character. I don't want to be named after my boobs.
Hilly Regions. It's a good name for a woman.
We won't call you Hilly Regions then. Okay. What's Hilly Regions talking about? No, don't call her. She gets upset when we call her Hilly Regions. Why? Because, it's really offensive.
What about mountainous landscape? Should we call her mountainous landscape?
Is that all right with you? No. I think she's still quite offended by that.
Same problem, you see, same issue.
What about Booby McBoobison? Is that all right? God, you're not happy with anything, are you? Nothing pleases you. What about Nipply McNipples? Is that all right? No, so you really haven't understood what my point is. There's no pleasing some people, is there? You try 4 different boob-based names and they're still not happy.
So, women, if you called me Brilliant Penis Man, I'd like that. I'd like that. Why does no one call me Brilliant Penis Man?
Okay, so what about Shorty McShort Penis? No, I'm not so happy with that one, actually. Yeah, I see your point. Not just any penis-based names.
But I'm not saying your boobs are small. I'm calling them hills. Big hills. What if I call you Big Hilly Region? No, sir. I'd just rather we didn't focus on that aspect of me.
All right.
Oh, so you have another aspect of your personality, do you? Then?
Yeah.
That's not my personality.
That is kind of a reasonably good satire of how men argue online. It's like, well, I wouldn't mind if it happened to me. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind being defined by my criteria. That's what you're saying. I wouldn't mind if you said Brilliant McPenis person. Yeah, but that's your criteria. Basically, I'm saying I don't want to be named after yours, and you're saying, oh, but I'm all right with it. Yeah, of course you are. It's your idea. I wouldn't mind being like, and that's the thing with like people say like with catcalling as well, isn't it? You're like, well, I wouldn't mind it if people catcalled me.
Yeah.
Well, no, of course not. It's your idea.
Yeah.
Of course you wouldn't mind
because
it.
because nobody likes you.
I mean, that is also the case.
You just want the slightest sign that someone might like you. Please shout about my penis. Please shout about how good my penis is.
Is there anybody out there? Shout if you're alive. Okay. Well, let's stop for something to eat now. They're always stopping. They're like, we've been going for 4.5 minutes. Time to make camp for the night and have dinner.
All that floating has really left me hungry.
Yeah,
really took it out of me.
Took it out of me. Time for a horse for dinner. Who's got a horse?
No one. We neglected to bring any on this incredibly long journey.
They've got one. No one's riding it. It's just dinner. They're just like,
Is it floating along beside them?
Yes, so we hear a horn being blown.
A horse being blown.
Yeah, well, when you're going to eat a horse, I think you should make it happy in its last moments. You've got to give it a little moment of happiness before you eat the horse. And I thought, horses never get blowjobs. Not once. They live their whole lives, no blowjobs.
So, Timkins... Sir, that's what we brought you for, Timkins.
I object, sir. Oh, all right then, I'll do it myself. He gives in too easily. It's not really what they brought for at all. He's like, oh, that's your reason to be here. Oh, you thought you were just here to do all the cooking like we made you before. No, blow the horse.
Cooking, blowing horses.
I'll do it if I must.
He seems to be enjoying blowing that horse.
Okay, so that all happened.
Yeah, that definitely happened. Yeah. Definitely wrote that as a teenager. An elderly man blows a horse before murdering it.
It doesn't actually say who does it or that's about why, but it just says we hear a horse being blown. And then splooge. Okay, the sound is near. So we hear a horse being near. All right. Tawdry says, "What was that?" Because he forgot he was blowing a horse. He's old. He's forgetful. He's like, "What? Oh, I'm blowing a horse. Okay, I forgot about that." But no, what was that? Wait, actually, after we hear the horse being blown, we hear a horn being blown.
Oh, a horn gets blown as well.
Yeah, after that.
Coincidence.
Yeah. And the sound is near. What was that? Orc war horn. Scrap! Ajax is excited because he likes fighting.
He does.
Right. We hear orcs and horses charging.
That's orcs v horses.
Look at all those horses. I wonder, we're going to make sure that the horses win. I'd hate to see them die.
Timkins, you need to blow all these horses. Oh, sir, I'm not doing that. Okay, I guess.
Okay.
Muggins will have to do it then. Okay, form an orderly queue, horses.
Actually, we're in the middle of a war at the moment. Maybe you could wait to blow the horses.
Got to send them out to war with a happy look on their faces. Can't send a horse to war without giving it a BJ. Happy horse makes for a happy
me. Happy Tawdry. Okay. No, so we hear orcs and horses charging.
Charging Tawdry. Yeah, that's £10 a blow.
Oh, well, if you bargain. Timkins paid his man. No, it gets better. We hear orcs and charges. That's weird, right? Yeah. We hear orcs and charges.
Orcs and charges, sir.
Orcs and charges. Oh, sir, I got all confused watching you blow those 7 horses. We hear orcs and horses charging. The horn blows some more. Not someone blows the horn. The horn blows some more. It's probably a magical horn.
The horn is Tawdry's nickname. I'm just going to blow some more horses.
Do you mind if we get on with our war?
It's difficult to blow them when they're charging.
this mad old man holding on underneath horses, holding onto the underside of the saddle, trying to blow it, and the horse going, woo. Not sure what to do. No, Talltree, according to your script, I mean, all that is what actually happened.
No,
according to your lying script, what Talltree actually says is, quickly, weapons out! Oh. maybe he means
payback, innit? He wants the horse to blow him now.
Yeah, or maybe he just... Because horses do have retractable penises, right?
Okay.
So maybe he's saying, horses, weapons out! Yeah. Okay, you first. Clangs of iron are constantly heard as the battle commences.
Clangs of iron.
Yeah. There is also the occasional chop and wet thud. That's Talltree. Such beautiful detail, though. Okay, so Ajax, in the middle of this battle, says, "Hi, Ernie." Clank. They're locked in combat together. Okay, so Ajax is fighting Ernie. "Hi, Ajax," says Ernie. Clank. "That's a nice sword you've got there." Clank, clank. "Yes, I got rid of the old one. It broke." Clank. "I know. I broke it."
Oh.
Clank.
So they got history.
Yeah.
Are they fighting each other?
Yeah.
Is Ernie a orc?
It says locked in combat together in the stage directions, but I think it would be difficult to tell because it's audio. It'd be really hard to know if they were
so
kind of
Ernie's,
side by side.
Ernie's an orc then?
I guess so. Yeah. "I know. I broke it." Clank. "So you did, with your wacky great two-bladed axe." Clank, clank.
Exposition, isn't it?
"Ah, yes, my trusty axe." Clank. "Incidentally, where is your axe today?" Clank. "Over there, look, embedded in your brother." Clank.
So what's he fighting with?
A sword?
It's like his pogo stick.
Yeah, maybe. Let's say yes, because they're clanking, so it's something made of metal, but that could totally be a pogo stick. So he's embedded his axe in Ernie's brother, Bernie.
Bernie.
And he's gone, "Oh, that looks so good, I'm going to leave it there." Also, I'm setting up a joke later on. I love this. This is something that you don't do it anymore because I think it's very much a kind of teen writer thing to do it. I think it's akin to the goodbye scenes and what was the one we had earlier? The morning scene. Yeah, when you're new to writing or when you're young, you try and write quite linearly, and then you're like, oh no, not everything has to have someone go upstairs and piss on their co-weaker. The co-weaker. I'm going to piss on the co-weaker. Would you need to come upstairs in 5 minutes?
Get pissed in, please.
You're going to piss in your 5 minutes.
Would you like my snitch,
Hey, silly. I'm going to piss in you. In 5 minutes, I'm going to piss in you.
Did you recognise the smell of my
Yeah, I certainly did. Okay, so I'm going to be upstairs winking. I'm going to be upstairs winking for 5 minutes. Then in 5 minutes, you come upstairs. I'm going to piss on you. I'm going to piss all over you. All right. So the trouble is, listener, that we can't use the word linear anymore because at the beginning of Ginger Bee Sting, Howard said The Office was linear, and now that's just associated. So yeah, no. But when you're young and new to writing, you kind of try to write everything, do it in sequence. You're like, and then they did this, and if you go from one scene to another, you kind of have to get them there. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You don't feel so confident to just jump forward. You're not as confident about jumping. Right?
No.
You're like, I'm a bit scared of jumping.
No jumping's lifts when you're younger, and 5-minute waits. Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be there. But I also feel like this, akin to that, is this thing where characters will have a conversation that there's just one or two too many comments in, and it's that last one where someone at the end just goes, "Yeah, that's right," right? For no reason, that it doesn't need to be there. Like here, he says, "Yeah, over there, embedded in your brother," and Ernie says, "Oh yes, so it is," and it really doesn't need that, but it happens quite often. And that feels very familiar, and I feel like I would have done it as well, where you don't know when to stop, and especially because they're also their first drafts, and you don't have a chance to just take that out.
You can stick a line through it though. I mean, you can just get a big Sharpie.
But there are no lines crossed out in this script, not a single one. Yeah. So maybe this is actually this is like second draft,
8th draft. Hey, Do you think that I invented this form of action sequence where the protagonist and antagonist are kind of like fighting and exchanging hilarious barbed conversation?
No, because they're not doing that. What you did.
So you're saying yes.
What you did is you wrote a scene where they're having a fight and just kind of chatting about. Do you remember your axe? Yeah, I remember my axe. It was good, wasn't it? Yeah, it was big. Yeah. Hey, do you remember when my sword broke? Yeah, I remember when your sword broke. Yeah, it was good, that wasn't it? Yeah, it was big.
Do you like the sandwiches?
I like the sandwiches. I love the sandwiches. That's my favourite food. Yeah. I like the cake. and I like the Coca-Cola as well. All right, so at the moment, the stars are in the middle of a battle with some orcs and horses or something. All right, yeah. So let's see how they're getting on with that. Suddenly, we hear the music of an ice cream van. The fighting stops almost immediately. Oh, it's the ice cream man from earlier. Great. Can I get you anything, Ajax?
Oh, see, that's lovely, isn't it? What a lovely cease murder.
Yeah, it's a nice little cease murder. It's weapons down, let's have an ice cream. Although, according to Ajax earlier, they do murder each other to get to the front of the queue. Yeah, so
he said the fight begins.
Yes.
So that they actually murdered each other. Yeah. That would be a failure of the cease murder, wouldn't it?
But we said
stop murdering each other in order to murder each other.
Yeah. Ajax says, yes, please. I'll have an ice cream cornet.
All right, okay.
Is that a thing? Is that what they call them? Cornet. Is it called an ice cream cornet? I don't know.
It's an ice cream cone, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't really understand.
And there's a cornetto.
Yeah.
I think that maybe that's what they would call a 99 flake before they called it a 99 flake. Just a cone with ice cream in it, squirty ice cream. Squirty ice cream. Some squirty ice cream in a cone.
Do you want some squirty ice cream? I've got a special time. Yeah. I don't really know much about
ice cream.
As always, when we get to sweet things like puddings and desserts and ice creams, this is not and you. I don't really understand these things, so I want to learn if ice cream cornet is a thing. An ice cream cone, poke, Ireland and Scotland, or cornet is a dry cone-shaped pastry. It doesn't say...
Coval.
It doesn't say much about the naming, it just says those are the options. So you're not wrong.
Hooray! Let's hope that the ice cream man knows what an ice cream cornet is.
I'll have an ice cream cornet.
It does sound stupid. Could you tell him to put a lid on it?
What? I like my cornets with a lid on. Strawberry sauce? Sure. And a flake? Of course.
Of course.
Righto. Shan't be a sec.
Yeah.
Then we cut to the ice cream man, who says, let me get this straight. A mega triple cornet containing aniseed, orange, licorice and chocolate ice cream. Ooh. 18 flakes, choco bits, hundreds and thousands, jelly diamonds, chocolate sauce, raspberry sauce, strawberry sauce, tomato sauce, cherries, breadcrumbs, and a slice of lemon. Yes, the real thing's much nicer than a magically produced one, Sonny. And you try fitting all those things into a rhyme. It's a living hell, I can tell you.
Oh yeah, I suppose if you're going to be specific when doing spells, it's going to be really complicated.
Yeah. You want if you want dinner, and you've got to say not only what it is, but how it's prepared and so on. That's really difficult. Rhyme all the sauces, all the dressings.
You just summon an ice cream man, don't you?
Yeah. Summon a chef. Well, we've seen that's what he does. He doesn't summon a tent. Because he's like, yes. I'll have to be very specific about what kind of tent I want. Yeah. So, hey thing, can you put up a tent for me, please?
That's right, yeah. He's just
He's smart. Ice cream man says, there you go, sir. Next.
Wow, that's quick. Maybe he did summon this ice cream man.
Yeah, maybe he's magic ice cream man.
Did the ice cream man say Kazaa when he made the ice cream?
Kazaa, there's your ice cream.
So that would be good if, all the other smaller characters were that same guy, and he'd summon them all.
All right.
Kazaa!
Okay, well, I think we have to go back and redo this because that is a good idea, right? Quick rewrite. I've got the writer here. Do you mind if we could do a quick rewrite?
Do it, yeah.
All right, so here we go. So Ajax and Ernie have that long conversation. Ernie's like, righto, shan't be a sec. And meanwhile, the ice cream man is saying,
let me get this straight. A mega triple cornet containing aniseed, orange, licorice and chocolate ice cream, 18 flakes, choco bits, hundreds and thousands, jelly diamonds, chocolate sauce, raspberry sauce, strawberry sauce, tomato sauce, cherries, breadcrumbs, and a slice of lemon. Yes, the real thing's much nicer than a magically produced one. That's why I summoned you, thing. And you try fitting all those things into a rhyme. Rhyming just the word thing is much easier. It's a living hell, I can tell you. All right. There you go, sir. Next.
What this version does as well in a redraft is really good because it suggests that. Oh no, it doesn't make any sense really. I was going to say this. It's good. It's a good idea that like Ajax has said. It's great when the ice cream vans turn up. And I was like, that never fucking happens.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't ever fucking happen.
Yeah.
But there's one here now.
Johan heard it, didn't he? So he's made it happen.
Well, it probably happens.
Yeah. You have a little bit of surprise from Ajax when Ernie just takes it in his stride. He's like, "Hey, the ice cream van's here. Do you want anything?" He's like, "What?" Yeah, I mean, I guess a cornet. And then he does all the other bits. He's like, "Do you want strawberry sauce?" Like, yes.
Yes.
And a flake? Of course. Right, shan't be a sec. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that'd be a good reaction from Ajax, because he was always lying. And then we get then you hear the ice cream man, you're like, oh, hang on, I recognise that voice. And then Johan's all like, that's why I summoned you. Okay, do it for me. There you go, sir. Next. And then like,
Hold on a second, this is a tent. You can give me your ice cream order all you like, but I can only make tents.
You get in the tent. So there you go, sir. Next. That's me. Hello, what do you want? To kill you.
Wow.
What? I recognise you. Because he saw him put the tent up earlier. Yeah. And I'm sure you recognise me. I think you've got the wrong person, stroke thing. You must also recognise this scar down my cheek.
Oh, right.
I mean, it may have been a gaping hole when you stabbed it last, but it's basically the same cut. Is that the time? Mustache? You shan't escape me this time. You were the only victim of mine to get away. I was going to be paid a lot of cash from your wife for killing you. Probably need to rewrite this bit a little bit.
Right, yeah.
But it needs to be,
make any sense.
But it needs to be that Skull is wrong, right? That'd be the better scene. Skull's like, you killed my wife. No, I didn't.
Yes, because what we do with the Skull character is everyone he meets...
He thinks they killed his wife.
Killed my wife. You probably recognise the scar, don't you?
No. I did it myself after you killed my wife. I bet you recognise it, don't you?
Yeah. So thing's always in it as everyone. Yeah. This guy's always accusing people of killing his wife.
And because thing's always in it, everyone is basically always accusing Thing. But we set that up with the other stars as well, so it's not just always Thing. Once you know that he does it to everyone, then you can see him just repeatedly doing it to Thing. You were also to be my 100th successful assassination in a row. Wow. You ruined my career, my credibility, everything, and now you're going to pay.
Yeah, that would destroy your credibility, wouldn't it? Like having successfully killed 99 people as an assassin and then getting one wrong, you'd be like, oh, we won't employ this guy ever again.
Yeah, screw him.
1 out of 100 he's failed at.
Yeah, that's the same odds as a condom. Right.
Yeah.
And we don't, we use them pretty. We feel pretty safe about them. Anyway, Ernie says, actually, do you think you could wait until we've all been served? What? Only I'm not very good at using those scoops, and the cornet always seems to break when I try to put the ice cream in. It's nice to have the professional alive to do it for you.
That's right, yeah. So he's not using whippy ice cream. He's not squirting it out of a thing.
He's scooping it in.
Scooping it. Did they do that in ice cream vans? I suppose at some point they did. I don't remember them having that. It used to be like, there'd be things in a freezer, actual ice cream, lollipops and everything, but the ice cream always came out of the...
I remember as a kid there being more than one type of ice cream van, because certainly the ones that came to... Yeah, There wasn't just one big ice cream van. No, I mean, like when the ones that came round in Coville were Mr. Whippy ice creams with flakes and everything. Yeah. But sometimes, like, you go on holiday and have an ice cream. I remember being disappointed that it wasn't a Mr. Whippy ice cream. That was a thing, right? Sometimes you'd be like, "What? It's just ice cream? That's rubbish. I can have that at home.
That's what I get out of my freezer.
That's what's in my freezer.
Yes.
This is an ice cream van. I want Mr. Whippy.
Yeah, that's correct.
I want that thing that Margaret Thatcher invented.
Yeah.
Or at least helped with.
So where did we get that from now, for that squirty ice cream?
Ice cream vans, I suppose. You'd have to go to an ice cream van.
You can't go to an ice cream van. An ice cream van comes to you.
You'd have to become to buy
That's
an
a
ice cream van.
terrifying thing, isn't it? Because like when you're a child and like, you know, and things come to you as a child.
Yeah.
But when you become an adult, you go like, well, I know how to get that now. I just go to it. I know how to get that. But like, that's not true of it. This is not true of this one specific thing. Squirty ice cream.
Squirty ice cream.
When you become an adult, you go like, well, I can have squirty ice cream whenever I like now I'm an adult. It's like, no, I can't. Where's the ice cream? But you can't go to it unless
it comes to you.
Unless you become an ice cream man.
I've been sitting by the... Maybe that's why people become ice cream people.
Because they like squirty ice cream.
It's because they love squirty. Squirty.
Wow.
I know that is what we call it. It's funny. Squirty ice cream is absolutely what we used to call it, right?
I don't know what
Is it squirty ice cream?
I don't know what we used to call it, but I mean...
No, I think that's what we
I
said.
don't know what else you would say.
Because it was Mr. Whippy was on the side of the vans, but you wouldn't say, I want a Mr. Whippy. You'd say, I want
that was
squirty ice
the
cream.
brand, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It seemed like a brand or the ice cream van name, but...
No, I think you're right, and we said Mr. Squirty.
Could I have a Mr. Squirty, please?
Is Mr. Squirty in this van?
Hello.
Oh, shit.
Would you like a Mr. Squirty? Just
You've been asking if Mr. Squirty is in the van.
Everybody get in the back of the van.
So, blah, blah, blah. Only I'm not very good at using those scoops, and it's not a Mr. Whippy squirty ice cream. And the cornet always seems to break when I try to put the ice cream in.
Yeah,
it's nice to have
Mr. Whippy, that's why.
It's nice to have the professional alive to do it for you. Skull says, "Listen, Arnie, I don't pay you to be insolent."
Ooh.
Talltree, what? Whoops. Skull says, whoops. Timkins, I knew there was something fishy about him. Traitor scum. Skull says, stitch this, Talltree.
Stitch this, Doctor.
We hear a wet splat as Skull throws an ice cream. Ice cream fight! Thousands of wet splats are now heard.
Thousands.
So
it's like 900. It's like 990.
No. Just keep saying 9 until you're happy.
It's like how many thousands?
Just as thousands.
So 3,000 orcs versus 5 stars or 8 stars, right?
Philip says, I'm drowning in ice cream. Sir, you may have noticed that the orcs are fighting with each other now. So, may I suggest we make good our escape?
Right.
Good idea. Get the others, who are over there, I don't know what they're doing. Except for Gull Haggerty, of course, and we'll leave. The ice cream fight continues. Get the rest, we're leaving. Okay. Hey, Edda, come on and bring your brother.
Ajax, Johan, we're going.
Ice cream. I'll bring Johan. I'll put him in his bag and I'll bring him along, don't worry. Pause. Are they coming?
Yes. Ajax is bringing Johan.
Oh, I'm here. Well, you haven't spoken for about 8 pages, so it's good of you to remind us that I'm still here. I've just been eating bananas. Over there. I've been busy. Sorry I haven't been part of things for a while. Yeah. Where's your brother, Philip?
God.
I'm here. It's another roll call scene. One wasn't enough. Didn't recognise you under all that ice cream. Hello, everyone.
Ha!
Tea, ice cream. So, we're all here, but just to make sure, I'll just do a quick roll call again. Right, okay, Talltree, that's me. Yes, I'm here, I'm Talltree. Johan,
I didn't recognise myself covered in all that ice cream.
Johan, yes, I am covered in ice cream.
I've got a flake in.
Oh my God, I'm an ice cream now.
I've got jelly diamonds on.
Look at me standing in a cornet.
What I like chocolate bits and hundreds of thousands on me, yes I would.
and so on. So, Talltree says, so we're all here. Timkins replies, Oh, sir, this is true. But if we try to leave, we're bound to be spotted. Not if we are all disguised as big ice creams. Quick, put these jelly diamonds on yourselves.
Jelly diamonds.
Oh my God.
Jelly diamonds is not something you would ever get from an ice cream van. That was something that was in the cake cupboard.
In the cake cupboard, yeah, you were right, because you would decorate.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just sprinkle them on an ice cream.
I mean, I probably would.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably what I did.
You were just thinking of all the crazy things. I mean, even hundreds. Did you get hundreds and thousands in an ice cream van? You might have done, I suppose.
Yeah,
some things had them on them already, but did they also sprinkle them on?
They did. They had them there. They had the two. I remember they had two sauces, and they had the hundreds and thousands. And there was a chocolate. Yeah, there was definitely a chocolate version of the hundreds and thousands. Because to be fair, even as a kid, once the sauce element is gone from the ice cream, the only ice cream we want, the Mr. Whippy ice cream, is really bland and rubbish. And regular ice cream is actually better and tastier. But the Whippy ice cream is more interesting, and the texture's good. But when you've got all the stuff on it, it's really great. But then once you've got past that, because you put that on the top, obviously you can't put it in the middle of the ice cream. Once you've licked off all the sauce and the jelly diamonds, you're just kind of left with a thing. It's rubbish.
You just got a thing. That's
rubbish.
I've got a thing.
I don't want to find this ice cream Mr. Whippy stand. Fuck that.
Maybe nowadays, it's been a long time, maybe they've got better at ice cream. Maybe now they inject strawberry sauce into your ice cream.
Yeah, this was the point, was like when you're an adult, what you're supposed to learn is not that like you can go to Mr. Whippy, but but
how to have a mortgage.
but the gelato from a fancy like middle class Italian ice cream place is better.
That's the thing. What you're supposed to do as you get grown up is become more pretentious and go, I don't want this squirty ice cream anymore. I want to go to a place in Shoreditch that does artisan ice creams where you get a very, very small amount of ice cream on a bit of wood.
Would I have a small gelato on a plank, please? And would you mind? Could you put some jelly diamonds on it? Could you get some jelly diamonds?
You do jelly diamonds here, right? That's why I'm here. Okay.
Wow, jelly diamonds. Yeah.
No, we don't do jelly diamonds. What? Is it okay that I brought my?
Yeah, because I'm an adult. And that's what adults.
I'm a grown up.
I know where
always got them in my bag.
I know where the jelly diamond aisle is in Sainsbury's. So I got my jelly diamonds.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote to every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, wubba-dubba-doo. Worst writer in the world. Worst writer in the world. Worst writer in the world. Worst writer in the world.
Well, that's the end of another thrilling episode of Stars.
No, Padme's not safe. She's not all right.
She's not. She is dead. Put your helmet on.
Okay.
She is dead.
Right, I'm going to go and
Right.
rule the universe now. I'm so angry.
Go and kill some planets.
Yeah.
But, Howard, I know you're upset because that's the end of the episode, and I know you want to hear more ear entertainment by Rufus and Howard.
Yes.
And guess what? You can. Because this week on Patreon, we're doing the Secret Gang podcast.
Ooh.
A brand new episode called Gorbilla's Filler, brackets not starring Gorbilla.
Wow. Wow.
Although, a little secret for you, it does contain cameos from Gorbilla.
Speak of the devil, here he is. It's the Gorbilla himself, or is that a gorilla? It's Gorbilla. Oh, hello, here he is, Mr. Gorbilla. I'm not Mr. Gorbilla, just regular Gorbilla. Hello, it's Gorbilla. Hello, everyone. It's me, Gorbilla, coming in your podcast.
And in this episode of the Secret Gang podcast, we have some thrilling content that never quite made it into the Man by Cow podcast.
Oh, Gorbilla, I think this sounds very exciting.
Because it was too good.
Oh.
All right. Well, or long. It may have been because it was too long. So, thank you for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye, milk.
Go buy some milk.
He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer. Yeah.